Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? Cub here, and welcome back to another fantastic YouTube video. We are back here in the beautiful Sky Factory. Buttercup is full of energy. He's just talking his head off over there. And what is this? What has happened? Wow, let me go ahead and tell you right now. It is incredible, the amount of cobblestone. Look at this. It's just maxed out. It's maxed out. It's incredible. It's amazing. At first I was like, I'm never going to be able to build stuff out of cobblestone because it takes so long to mine it. I'm going to be so impatient. But when you have that much cobblestone just constantly at your disposal, look at this. If we take a block out. Oh my gosh. Let's take another one out. Okay, yeah, see what would happen there was the buffer had a whole stack in it. But now it's just amazing. It almost feels cheaty. But I don't care. I'm a big cheat and I love it. This is amazing. But yeah, it's a game mechanic. It can't be cheating if it's a game mechanic. It's like infinite water. It's part of the game. So yeah, I built this kind of over-the-top dramatic staircase not to display. I'm not displaying anything. I did it so I could add a second level for automation, which we're going to be doing in this episode. We're going to be automating the shifting process, the sifting process. We can go with sifting. But before we do anything, got a little tidbit here that if we break these bad boys with an axe, we get more of them. Let's give it a test. It certainly looks like we got more, but I don't know because I hadn't actually numbered it off. But there's a tip for you. It may or may not be true. And now we got tons of melons. Sweet. We could start our little melon store. And oh wow, look at this. We got monsters too. I completely forgot about the monster spawner. Where's my sword? Here we go. Let's have some fun with this. I have not. I don't know why. I just completely forgot about it. Looks like we got a couple of skeletons and a creeper. Oh, I thought he was going to blow up, but that's right. They don't blow up in here, do they? All right, so we got some gunpowder, got some bones, got some arrows. This thing is awesome. Sweetness. Look at that. Cool. We got 3 bones, 2 arrows. Oh, that we already had that. 2 gunpowder, so that'll come in handy. Speaking of which, how's this other monster jerky going? It's not going at all. That is okay. We'll be patient and wait for it. So, first thing we got to do is actually going to be a 2-step process. I'm going to do it all in one video so it doesn't come out to 8 minutes like the last one. Step 1 is we got to automate the actual breaking of the cobblestone into the many different stuff things, gravel, sand, etc. Then we got to add the automatic. I can't talk. I don't know what the problem is. I'm sleep deprived. Maybe that's it. We've got to automate. Goodness gracious, automate the sifting process to get the materials and collect those. Now, I'm not sure if we have enough. I've been doing a little bit of extra sifting because, again, when cobblestone is just being mass-produced constantly, it doesn't really take that much effort to pick it up, break it down, and just run it through the sifter real quick, And I've been doing it in its various different states. This is the part that takes the longest, is sifting it, and it's just oh, it's so boring. It just takes so long. No one wants to sit here and do this. This is the worst thing in the world right here. I mean, look at this. I'm trying to make it interesting by just talking through it, but no. Okay, there we go. And we got some more good stuff. I think whoa, we got an emerald. Cool. I wish we could get some diamonds. That would be nice. But we've got a little bit. Oh, put the gunpowder in there. Well, I'm thinking about it. We've got, we might have everything we need. There's a couple of things we're going to have to build. First off, let's take stock of what we already have. We have some cables. We have some more transfer nodes. We're going to go ahead and keep this chest here as sort of a buffer, but we're also going to go ahead and start moving items out of the chests and up into that area up there, if we can. How am I going to do this? Okay, I think we've got enough here. There we go. This is excellent. This is perfect. And it's going to look beautiful, too. People are going to walk by and they're going to look at this, stack of wires and just be like, oh, that looks nice. Look at it just sticking up in the air like that, all willy-nilly and free. Yeah, that's great. Oh, we went up too high, actually. Can we make this? Yeah, well, that does a funny thing with the fence, but that's fine. Can we get up there, though, and let's see. Hardcore parkour! Ah, excellent. Get these pieces back, as they are not needed. And we can go ahead and break this bit. Make sure not to stand on it, because occasionally, when you build structures with slabs, weird things happen. Jerky time! Sweet. We could start a store and charge people a whole bunch of money for jerky. That's what they do IRL. I don't know if they do that around the world. I know they do it in Texas and other southern states because we love our jerky. That stuff's just amazing. My grandpa, before he passed away, made the world's best jerky. And my uncle, I'm off on a really big tangent. What was I doing? Making a chest. My uncle and my dad both bought a big old slab of meat, and they brought it to him. So we had 2 big old slabs of meat. and then like, hey, make us some jerky out of this. And then it took us a while to go pick ours up, so my uncle just went ahead and got ours too. But he paid my dad for the sloppy meat, so it was okay. And I wouldn't have blamed him. I would have done the same thing too. If I'd gone to my grandpa's house and he's like, oh, hey, I finished that jerky, it would have been like, oh, well, here, I'll take Uncle Pooh's too. His name's Uncle Pooh. It's not his name, that's what we call him. I don't know why. I mean, if you guys are interested in such things, we need some slabs. I want this thing to look pretty. And when I say pretty, I mean downright gorgeous. We want a gorgeous factory in the sky. We want people, we want Steve Jobs to be proud of it. Steve Jobs, if you ever read his biography, was obsessed with nice looking factories. I don't know why, but that was just his thing. And if Steve Jobs were around, I would want him to look at this and why did we only get one stack? Oh, there we go. I guess it just takes a while. So there we go, we got that one here. So now we have a double buffer system. So from here, they're gonna go into, actually we can go directly from that into the next machine. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna separate this though. This could get kind of tricky. Well, we want it to come out of here. Again, this chest is just a buffer. It's not actually there to store anything. It's just in case there's like too much, it'll be there. So we're gonna need, ooh, how is this gonna work? Well, let's just do this. Okay, we'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, some of you guys may be extremely confused, and that's fine. I don't expect you to understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on. But I do know that the first thing we need to place is called a block placer. Now, there's other ways of doing this. You could use an autonomous activator for this. This actually requires a little bit less resource, I believe, than using... We're going to use an autonomous activator, too. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. But we're going to go ahead and use this in addition because... If you look at this, this guy here requires 2 tin, an iron, and then 2 more iron. It's a little bit more expensive, and when we can kind of conserve iron, we definitely want to. So let's go ahead and grab the block placer. And it doesn't require power either, which is going to be a piston. We're going to need 3 iron all together because we got to have some for the piston. Redstone, stuff like that. Now let's actually take a look at what we've got here. I know that I have 1 piece of iron. I've got 5 pulverized iron, I've got 1 crushed iron, and some broken iron. So let's turn these first and foremost. Let's break this. Yay, we got 9 of these now, which is enough to create, 2 of these, which we can then place and break to get 14 pulverized iron. Which will give us 3 iron blocks, which will give us a total of... I don't think we can... Yeah, we can't break down dust any more than that. Now, of course, this still isn't perfect because we have some various pieces left over, but this is gonna have to do... Where's my... I don't know why I keep the coal over here. I can hear you in the audience. You're asking, Reese, why are you keeping the charcoal over there anyway? It's to make things more difficult. So we still have... I mean, we have enough here to make more, but I don't think you can combine these into like a single... No, you can't. And I don't know what else to do with them. I have tried breaking them, like condensing them down and stuff, but there's not really much you can do. I don't know what would happen if you were to put it in a furnace in this condition. By just looking at the uses though, this is pretty much the only use you got, or you can smelt it, and I got a feeling if I tried to build a smeltery, there would be a mass revolt in the comments, and people would stop watching, and they'd start complaining that, oh, this mod is overdone. Yeah, see, that does nothing. That does nothing. This does nothing either. So we've got 4 pieces of iron, so we're definitely going to have to make some more here in a minute. But let's see how much we can get done here. Now, we could make a force ingot, but we don't have any... well, actually, we do have some force shards, don't we? We have gold ingots. Where are the force shards, though? We have electrical steel. Don't know what that does. I could have swore, though, that at one point we had... we have 1 force gem. Let's hold on to it, and maybe we'll make like some force stuff later on. If you know what to do with that mod, as always, let me know, because to this day, that mod makes no sense to me. We actually want this recipe, which is going to require us to make some more wood. Right across the top there. 1 of our iron pieces, 2 cobblestones, and do you know what I neglected to grab? The redstone, of which we have a very limited number as well, so we're going to want to be careful with this. Got that. Boom, we've got our first object, which is a block placer. Now, if we climb up here. And how are we going to set this thing up? Let's do it like this. We'll put the black placer here. And look at that, it's facing the wrong direction. That is not how we wanted it at all. Although you saw it did start filling up. So let's do this, and then we'll aim it that direction. And what happens if I start to break these blocks? Nothing! Because now we need to actually have it activate. And there's a couple different ways to do this, but I like to just build redstone clocks because they're really easy to build, don't really need that many resources, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really a whole lot of other reasons. I'm a simple man with simple reasons. Let's pull this out. We're gonna have to build a redstone torch. Have we built one of these before? Look at that! Da, 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 da. We should get an award, like first redstone torch built in Sky Factory. Not ever. People have built these before in Sky Factory, just in my Sky Factory. Climb back up here. We're gonna put it underneath. And this will randomly activate it. It'll like pulse and pop and place blocks. Now I'm not sure what the rate is, like, you know, how quickly it's going to do that. I know it's darn near instantaneous though. If I break this block, the next one gets placed. I'm not sure if you can adjust this thing. I've tried in the past right-clicking on it to like get some settings or something, but I haven't been able to figure out how to do that. But this is plenty fast. Wow, yeah, it's plenty fast. How is this thing doing? Okay, so the buffer chest is almost full. The block placer is filling up. This is good. Now we need to actually be able to break this thing, which means we're going to need our autonomous activator. Dun da da. It's the next cool thing that we're going to need. And for that, we're going to need another piston, some tin, and 2 more iron. And how many? Oh, we only have 1 piece of iron left. So, it's starting to look like, unless there's another way to get iron that I'm yet unaware of. Oh, look, you can take apart iron things if you made a force rod, which can be made with a force ingot and a force nugget. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. If you want to make it charge, though, you're going to need a force stick. I don't know how to charge it. I don't know anything about that mod. But right, iron. You could also grind it if you had some... Oh, wait, what is this? Huh. What? Huh. Well, this still doesn't help us any. Smelting it, of course. There's a dozen different things you can do, but none of them are going to help us right now, unfortunately. I'm telling you right now, though, I'm seriously considering building a smeltery because the smeltery doesn't require a whole lot of pieces. We could have it assembled pretty quickly. I mean, what really goes into the bricks anyway? I seem to forget fairly often what goes into a seared brick. It's just sand, clay, and gravel, and we already know how to make all of those things. Folks, I'm tempted. I'm being seriously tempted right now to build one and then use the iron we've got in it. It'd be a much more effective means of... Ooh. Maybe in between this episode and the next one, I'll build one, in case that's something you guys are interested in seeing. In the meantime, though, this seems to be working just fine. How are we doing? We're not making any headway at all. Oh, that's because we're getting gravel. Right, we actually have to go and sift it. I'm going to see if I can get a bit of gravel here. And we're going to see if we can get enough iron to continue. This might take a while. I'm not going to bore you guys with it. Yes, I am. I'm going to speed it up and add in some fun music. Here we go. Alright, so that's pretty much everything. Let's put the all back in here, and then we'll pull out whatever it is we got. Okay, so... Okay, we do have 4 of these. We got 1 of these. We still only have 2 of those. We'll go ahead and get them out, though. Let's see what we can get here. Boom. Got that. Let's place both of these down, and we'll break them with... How many uses do we have left on this? 3. That works out really well, actually. What did we get? Yay! Wait, what? Oh, that's all we got. Yay! I guess. Well, let's place this. Last chance. Whoa, okay. Yay! Yeah, maybe I'm too excited, but we've got 3 more, which is just what we need to continue. maybe we shouldn't be throwing all of our charcoal in here and wasting it. Yeah, why not? What else have we got to lose? When that's done cooking, we'll throw some more wood in there and hopefully get some more charcoal. Actually, not hopefully, for sure. I don't know why I'm saying hopefully. I know for sure that's how it works. Alrighty, let's hop back over here. We will make ourselves another piston, which means we're going to need some more planks. Boop. Cobblestone. Redstone. Iron. There is our piston. Now for the activator. Gonna need a chest as well. Completely forgot about that. So, more planks still. Chest. We already have a couple pieces of glass, but how many do we need? Just 2. Okay, good. Iron. And the last thing we're going to need is these 10 ingots, which I have neglected to make 10. Now, we have plenty of 10 pieces, but do we have any pulverized tin ore? There we go. So we got enough to make 3. And we will throw that back into our furnace. While that's cooking, we'll go ahead and make the pneumatic servo. That was relatively quick. Let's go ahead and continue the process of making charcoal. I completely forgot about this in here. I'll probably forget about that charcoal as well. So that's just dandy. Put a bit more in there. More charcoal. More better. Yeah, more better. There we go. We got our autonomous activator. And this is the next step in this whole crazy scheme of things. We're going to place it... Do I have any slabs? I do. Excellent. We'll place it right here. Now, placing this guy is going to be a bit of a task. How am I going to do this? I don't know why I did that, to be honest with you. Hook that back up. Because the thing is, we're going to have to place it so that it faces this direction. I can't remember if placing it like that's going to... Nope, that's not right. We could build something to rotate it around, a wrench or something of that nature. Or we could not, and then say we didn't. Is this going to ruin it? No, okay, good. Whew. What we can do instead is just do this. And then place it. And then, if it's facing the right direction, should be able to break these first off. Put inside of here a hammer, which we have one. I had 2 on me. And then select it to left click, and look at that, it's going to break it. Right into gravel. Fantabulicious. Okay, great. Now, here's the question. What do we do next? Because I was always under the impression that these machines would actually suck these things up for us. But they don't seem to. And I tried this on a different world. I did some testing by myself. And for the life of me, I cannot get this thing to pick up the blocks that it breaks. It just spews them out forward. Which is fine, because it seems to spew them out in the same place every time. We could set up a hopper and catch them. And actually, there's one hopper that is a little bit better than the others. We're going to go build that right now. Look at this, though. This is great. Of course, we can set it up to where it collects them and then drops them into another block placer, which is what I set it up like this for. Although I don't know why I set it up to all receive blocks from the cobblestone chest, because it shouldn't. Because we want it to collect blocks from here. That is to say, collect these blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and every time I see this, I think it's blue sky and we're going to fall into it. I think that's a design flaw on my part. What we're going to build next is the hopper. No ordinary hopper, mind you. We're going to use the vacuum hopper because it sucks stuff up and it's awesome. Whereas if you have something like just a regular hopper, you have to collect it. No, not here. This is way cooler. Of course, this is going to need a lot more iron. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of iron. Also obsidian. Obsidian's no problem. Ender eye, on the other hand, I don't have any of. Unless you guys know of some that I just haven't noticed. I think we used the last and only one that I had in the last video. Is there another way to get it? Of course there is. We can use Ender Pearl powder or Ender Essence, which requires us to do some magical cropping. Which reminds me, someone asked me to do some of that. So let's see if we can just get some essence here by chance. Like magic. What did we get? Cucumber seeds. Well, it is from magical crops. Cotton seeds. Barley seeds. I could be doing this completely wrong, too. I've never actually used this mod. I just seem to think that this is how it was suggested to me. So it doesn't look like we got anything, any essence seeds or whatever it is we're supposed to be getting, but we got some other cool things here. I don't know if we're actually going to use any of them. But that was a nice killer of time, considering we've got nothing accomplished. Wait, have I gotten them before and just not noticed and just like tossed them in here? It doesn't look like it. So let's add all these seeds, or all the ones that we can. Oh, good grief. Now we have all these seeds we don't know what to do with. Fantastic. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's eat some monster. Well, I try to figure this out. Now, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get... Oh, please be an Enderman. Nope, it's a skeleton. Darn it! Why can you not be Ender? Can you invite some of your Ender buddies to join you? In there, maybe? Maybe for next episode?